Good morning. It's Mindset Monday in the 55 plus community. I may not look like it, but I actually cried quite a few tears this weekend. And what's really amazing is on Friday, I already got a feel for what I wanted to do this morning on Mindset Monday. And it was, in fact, spun off of one of DDP. I love watching all of his teaching, right? And he'd had a teaching in there that specifically said every passing minute, he quoted someone, he said it's an unknown quote, every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. And my tears came because I'm quite honestly disappointed in American politicians on all sides. And what happened, um, you know, this weekend in our political arena should never happen to either side. There should not be what happened. And but I do feel like it's a point in which everybody's possibly going to rethink what they're saying and doing, from the politicians to one another, to the news media to one another, to you and I to one another, certainly on social media, right? So this is a chance, ironically. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it around. We can do better, right? But I want to talk to you about specifically our our mindset as it relates to our health and how much we can turn that around. I'm going to share a personal testimony with you at the end here about how I just had to tweak my daily schedule. I had to turn some things around because I was losing grip on making myself enough priority, because I was focusing on so many things, you guys, that I was letting some of the things slip that had to do with my own three pillars, right? So I'm going to share that with you at the end here. But what I want to share is Coach DDP, how he teaches. Phenomenal. Here we go, gang. Let's go into this topic, because ironically, it could not possibly be better timing. Now I'm going to show you something on your app that I hope you all go and watch today. I'll give you a nano minute of it, but so it's in the Mindset Mondays, right? It's in there. I'll show you where it's at. It's every passing minute is what it's called. And wow, I cannot believe on Friday I felt like this was supposed to be what I talked about today on Monday, because it could not be more on point for us as a country. But then moving on in, you guys, to our own personal health journeys, right? So here it is. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it around, turn it all around, you guys. And that's every area of our life, right? In relationships, in our home, in our families, our workplace. Every passing minute is a chance for us to turn that around. And I'm going to share with you guys on the app. So if you go to the app on the landing page that you have, and I always do try to say, whether you go in on your phone, your iPad, your computer, wherever you want to log in, gang, you're going to be able to log in with your login and password and get right into your own virtual office where everything exists. Your photos, your measurements, the programs you're working out to, favorite programs, all of it. And you go across to the top to DDP TV. Now, I did go ahead and mark this with a star so I could find it right away. It's called Every Passing Minute. But I want to tell you, if you go up to the hourglass on the right, the search bar, and just type in the word every. If you type in the word every, you will get choices that come up. It happens to be the third one over, okay? Now, I know you guys can't hear this very well when I do it. So even though it's only 2 minutes and 5 seconds, I'm not going to play the whole thing because you won't hear it well, muffling when I co-share it. But I want you to hear a nano minute of it and hopefully go today and embrace it. And like I said, I'm going to share personal testimony of what I had to change to turn things around for me even this last week. Okay, here we go. Coach DDP himself.
Hey guys, welcome to Motivational Monday. Today I found this quote for you, and it's anonymous. I don't even know who said it, but he said, every passing minute is a chance to turn it around. If you started our DDPY program, and you started out like a house of fire, and you're putting the work in, you're getting the right food in your body, and you're setting your mind right, and you're on a roll, and then all of a sudden, life gets in the way. And you get knocked down, and you miss a couple of workouts, you start eating a little bit bad, and you start beating yourself up. And then next thing you know, a couple of days becomes a week becomes a month, and next thing you know, you've
Uh-huh. How many of you can relate to that? If you're honest, 100% of us can relate to that, right? And so every passing minute is another chance for us to turn it around for you and I both, right? As a matter of fact, I'll share this story. So it feels like my schedule is getting fuller and fuller, right? Within the DDPY, my responsibilities here. And then, of course, I always love to make sure I keep a priority of my husband. We've been married 49 years this fall. And I'm telling you what, I've always learned if you don't keep that up there on the top list too, or and your children, right? Doing things with our children and our grandchildren, neighbors. I feel like I'm not just by neighbors because our homes are near one another, but in fact, I feel like that's where I was placed to make a difference too. So I try to stay connected to my neighbors. But tell you what, recently I noticed I was giving less time to my own. And I say that in each pillar because our nutrition pillar, you guys, it takes priority to make sure to order the right foods, pick them up at the grocery store, the getting prep food if you need have one day that has more time than another. That could be the day that you could cook some things ahead, minimally just put things in baggies in the freezer so you can pull stuff out. So every part of that I was beginning to lose. And in Florida where we live, it just gets so hot that if I don't go out before the 81 degrees hit, right? And my day really does start real full, 7 o'clock on. I start with you guys and move on into other responsibilities. So I got to feeling like I can't go out mid-morning like I was. It's way too hot now. So I had to really face up to the fact, Pam, you need to get up at 5 in the morning. And I'm not a morning person, but I need to claim 5 to 7 in the morning, my time. So between 5 and 7 in the morning, I can do what I feel like I need to do if there's some kind of food prep that so it'll be ready later when I have time to eat, right? Go I so I went out. So I always get my DDP workout in first about 5:15. Now I do the DDPY workout at 5:15 in the morning. And then I've gone out in the trike because it's still dark. So I don't want to walk because there's too many critters out there, right? So I go triking. Then I come back from triking and the sun is starting to rise. So I'm able to go out and get some walking in before I come back. And it now is 7 o'clock and I need to shift gears, makeup, get on camera and get ready for the rest of the day. So every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. I had to turn it all around for myself. I'm guessing you know how to do that too. And many of you are already doing it. But listen to um, Coach DDP's um, encouragement for all of us. It's a great investment of your time to watch that. So have a fabulous Monday today, gang. Love you as always. And we will see you for Turbo Tuesday. It'll be great. Bye-bye.